Hi, welcome back. So we started seeing all Ansible automation one by one. So far we have discussed about what is Ansible, why we need Ansible, and what are the areas we need Ansible, and Ansible, how to set up the lab. And we started seeing one by one hands-on. So as part of this class, we are going to start playbook, how to write a playbook from a beginner level, right? So as I stated a couple of times, our GitHub ID is Cloud and Loud. Our GitHub repository is Ansible underscore automation. So for this repository is going to cover all our Ansible automation training steps. For today class, you stick with class 5 folder. There is a text file called playbooks.txt. So let's go inside. As I stated in previous class, we need one Ansible server, which is a Ansible control node, and there is a two manage node, which is Ansible clients, right? So you need to have this lab setup as per the previous class, right? So if you have this working lab, then we can straight away go and proceed with this class. So whenever you want to ensure, you do this command from Ansible server from Ansible user login, right? You should get the ping pong in green color. So first step is we are going to discuss about Ansible doc. Okay, most of the people, they are in fear to learn Ansible is because they are really don't want to go for programming. But Ansible is not about programming to start with day one, right? Everything is available in Ansible itself. All you need to do is you need to refer and learn. That's it. And what is YAML file or .yaml file, and how to construct a playbook, how to ensure if there is any syntax issues after you created playbook, and how you need to see a detailed output when you execute playbook. And we will see a couple of sample playbooks. Of course, we are going to see many playbooks in this training. And HTTPD installation, if you want to write anything to the client, then how do we configure? There is a small parameter which we haven't discussed in last class. The reason is I want to show you this error. Then we will discuss about how to configure this privilege escalation. And most of the time you will curiously go and learn from playbooks which are available in the internet. But when you copy paste, there will be a lot of indenting issues, right? How to avoid this, right? We are going to cover all this in this class. Let's go inside. First of all, what is Ansible doc? I'm going here. So this is my Ansible machine. This is my Ansible login. First, I want to ensure Ansible all -- list. What are my clients, right? So there is nothing is there. Why? Because I need to go inside dev directory as we seen in the last class. We will execute the same command now. So I have node 1, node 2. Now Ansible, okay, all -m ping. So I am getting ping pong in the green color. So that means I am good to go, right? So now Ansible -doc. Again, I'm saying I don't know anything. I'm a zero, right? I'm a beginner, but I want to get some help from the Ansible machine itself. So this is the easiest way you can get the help. Ansible -doc -l. Just enter. Wait for a few seconds. You will receive lot of module information. Okay. So even you can run this command. Okay, you can run this command with pipe word count -l, so that you can count number of modules. So 3,387 modules, right? So even if you go with some font size smaller and run this command, right, so that you can see in a better way. See, this is the module. There is a description, right? So you can go with many modules like this. I will go back to the step here. So Ansible -doc -l to list down. I will just update here itself. If you want to list down Ansible -doc -doc -l and to count Ansible -doc, right, -l, and then pipe word count -l. So to see how much modules are available, right? So in this, I need to have some patching related or package related modules, right? So go here, run the same command, grep, okay, hyphen or grep, say package. You know the word package. So I want to know what are all package related modules, right? Come down, there is a yum. So you can refer one by one, but since you are once practiced many times, you can easily pick up this. So I'm planning to go with yum, right? So here Ansible -doc, right, -l, it will list down everything, but I want to see all package related modules, right? Once I got the package related modules, from that module I found the actual module which I need my purpose, which resolve my purpose, Ansible doc yum, right? So let's run this command. Go here, let's run this command, Ansible -doc yum. So go to inside the help. It's like it's kind of a man page, Unix man page. Go down. Every module there will be a minimum 5 to 6 examples, right? If you look at this example itself, there is a first example is helping you to show HTTPD installation. Second example is multiple packages, and third example removing the package, right? So if you are just starting Ansible from the beginner, right, always go with the example to start with. Late, see, because once you get some comfort, then you can do all changes and all modification, all custom related. Okay, so let's take this and go to one notepad and copy paste. So this is my playbook. Go back here. I'm going to commit this. So the first section I have shown you, Ansible doc will give you all modules. So to take one module, go to that module, go to that example section, take some example from there. Each module, I'm sure minimum 5 to 6 example will be there. It's kind of a Unix man page. The same concept here, right? So go to the next step. What is .yaml? I want to create a playbook. So either you can create a file name extension with .yaml or .yml. So I'm coming out of this, right? Either you can create, say, software.yaml, yet another markup language, or YML. Both can be acceptable. Okay, so YML means yet another markup language. You can create a playbooks with .yaml or .yml. Both are acceptable. Now, how to construct a playbook? Okay, now we will go with the VIM. I am curious .yaml. Okay, enter. So the first 4 line, if you understand, then the playbook construction is very easy. I'm just zooming it out. I'm going insert mode because I'm in V editor. First line is hyphen, 3 hyphen, enter, hyphen, space, name. What I'm going to do, I am going to install some packages. Okay, because we need to tell, we need to declare what we are going to achieve as part of this playbook. Enter. So here, what are the missions I'm going to do this? I am going to say node 1 or node 1 and node 2. Node 2, or simply I can say all, right? Later we will see how to create add the group, how to declare a group, how to declare group and host name, everything, all the combination we will see it. But as of now, I want to go with all. So all means, if you run this command, Ansible all -- list, whatever servers listing it down, all the servers will be applicable, means all, right? As of now, node 1, node 2. So enter, and then tasks. So here, if you look at hyphen, then what I did, and then hyphen, I did a space, and then I started name. If you look at this, all are same intent: name, host, task. Now I'm going to start the first task. So that what you need to do is, you need to go one space inside hyphen name. What is the subtask name? Install package. Install package, right? Let us open one more window, server window. Let us open server SSH in one more window, so that two window concept. Open Ansible server putty in two window. I'm opening Ansible server SSH in another window also, so that I will show you how easy it is. Let's wait for a few seconds. Okay, so I am going to login sudo su, and then su hyphen Ansible, and then Ansible, okay, hyphen doc. So we know yum module, right? So going there, I'm going for example. So here the first is name, install some package, and then yum module. So here I'm going to say install package yum module, and then what is the package name? HTTPD package, or WinZip package, or Nginx package. What is the package you want to install? So state, right? Latest. So can you refer the example? I just written the exact this example only. You can compare it here. See, I haven't changed anything. So this is how you need to first start your playbook written. Again, I'm going to show you. I'm going to delete everything. Okay, let us increase the font size as it is. So this is the font size. First line hyphen. Enter hyphen space name colon. I am not going to sleep. Okay, till install package, right? Enter, and then host. What all host I'm going to install? All. Or you can declare node 1. That means this playbook will execute only node 1, or I want to also execute node 2. It's up to you. Okay, so here say all, and then I am about to start tasks. Okay, so since I'm going to start my subtask, I need to go one indent inside hyphen. So if you are able to achieve this, line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5 is one space inside. If you know this thumb rule, then writing the playbook is very easy. But this 4 lines, the 5 lines is very important. Those who are starting Ansible career learning, this is very important, right? Space name. What is the subtask name? Install httpd and move the cursor exact where you started. So here module name has to be mentioned. In the module, I don't know what is the sub function. Go to the example. Okay, they clearly mention what is the package name. What is that? Whether you want to remove. See, latest means install. Absent means remove. So what do you want? I want to install or I want to remove it. It's your call. You have to mention it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now install. Okay, httpd and then say state latest. Okay, so this is one play. This is one play, right? If you write another play, if you write another play, that means this is play 1, this is play 2, this is play 3, this is play 4. I am going to save this file with .yaml, right? It's called playbook because there is a many play. Play means this is a task 1, this is a task 2, this is a task 3, this is the task 4. So play 1 also you can call it as, or task 1 also. We will go with the same play terminology, play 1. So if you look like this, there is a multiple plays which is called playbooks. So I'm going to clear it out. I'm going to save this wget and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the Ansible-playbook. Okay, and what is the playbook name? I am curious. --syntax -check, enter it, check, enter it. So there is no syntax. Some people will ask, how do I remember this? As I said, don't memorize anything in Ansible. Ansible -playbook, right? -help. Just go with -help. Come down. If you look at the help, automatically you will have all. See here. So -syntax checks also you can get it from the Ansible help man page. So go here. We are going to make error wantedly. So insert mode, I am going to create some error wantedly. So now if you do a syntax check, automatically it will point it out where the issue is. See here. So that is why always advisable, if you are starting the Ansible learning as a beginner, right? Always start with this. You write the playbook and every time you do a syntax check. So automatically you will get some clue, right? So there is some issue starting from here. So if you see this itself, you can understand there is an intent issue. The y supposed to come on exact the n starting stage, right? So go here and edit the same file again, edit the same file and correct the mistakes which we did. Insert mode, right? And then subtask should be the same indent. Okay, so now I'm going to save it. Now I'm going to do a syntax check. There is everything is fine. Go back to the steps, right? So how to construct the playbook? So again I'm saying first line is going to be -, and then space name, what you are going to do it, declare it, some kind of a description. I'm going to play, I'm going to sleep, or I'm what you are going to achieve as part of this playbook. Then where you going to achieve? Hosts, right? Hosts. And then either one host or multiple hosts or group of hosts, it's up to you. Then you are going to start the task. So you can mention tasks, right? And then subtask. So from T, you go with, start with A here itself. So subtask 1, like this, you can continue one by one, but this 5 lines are more critical. If you construct these 5 lines in any playbook as a beginner, it's really easy, right? So clear it out, come down. how to ensure syntax issues? We have seen syntax check, right? Now we will see how to execute Ansible -playbook. So what is the playbook file name? I am curious, right? Capital C. If you run without capital C, it will execute actual implementation. But I want to simulate it. I don't want to implement, but I want to know if I execute this in actual, is there any error? So capital C. But this will fail sometimes if you are using service module, because the service is actually not there. So you need to understand some kind of a difference. So this is actually not installing, but if it is installed, what output you will get? You are simulating it, right? So if you want to understand this command, so go here. I'm switching as a root yum list httpd. Then you will realize this is a simulation. See available packages, but in this output it's saying changed. Actually it's not changed, because we carefully given -c. This is really helpful if you are going to schedule it in production. Before you go with actual implementation, you go with capital C, which will not implement, but it will simulate the scenario, so that it will help you to schedule the change ticket approval confidently, right? So let's go inside. What is the how to see a detailed output while executing the playbook? I want to understand in detailed one, right? So Ansible -playbook, right? I am curious, right? Capital C -v detailed verbose. If you want to see a detailed verbose log, then use the sorry, there is a typo. Ansible -playbook. I am curious. So you can run -vvv 4v, which is the detailed output which you will see. This will be useful when you are getting some strange issues, or you want to understand how the call works in the backend, the Python calls, right? Ansible made up of Python, right? So this detailed verbose output always helpful to understand background actions. This also one of the crucial command. Come down. Sample playbook. Just now I have created one single playbook, right? So we will create a one more playbook. VAM httpd.yaml, enter it and say insert mode -, enter -name. I am going to install a httpd, and then http, and then host equal to, what are the host I am going to install? All, and then tasks is tasks, and then -name colon install httpd. This is the first task, and then saying that yum and say name. What is the package name? httpd, and then state whether you want to install or remove. I want to install. So latest means from the repository, if you have a 2-3 versions of the httpd, always pick up the latest version, right? Enter. Then next task, again the cursor should be exact where you started. See here. So this is the where you have started. That is why I said, if you are managed to get the first line, second line, third line, fourth line and fifth line, then it will be easy for you to construct even 500 playbooks. It is really straightforward, because the first play where you starting, the second play also should start from the exact same indenting, right? So go here, name colon I install, but I need to start the httpd service, right? Enter service, the command, and I don't know what is the syntax, right? Even go here, what I told, Ansible -doc, right? Even I don't know what is the module for service related. Simple. The same logic, grep, you know the word, because you want to know what are the modules service related. So you know the word called service, right? Service. So you will get all service related modules. Of course, this will take time. If you are really good in Linux, then you can easily pick up from this service module, because you know this is going to be the straightforward service module. So Ansible -doc service, right? Enter. Go to your examples. So here, serious, clearly it's saying started or stopped or restarted. Whenever you want to use restarted, please be careful, because most of the time reloaded, it will not disturb the existing the configuration. So reload, if you are changing some small configuration, I would prefer to go with the reloaded. But you understand this, I'm not taking anything from memorizing, I'm simply taking from the example. So always go with example. The reason is, tomorrow the Ansible, maybe a version, new version will come, maybe this can be changed, I mean the syntax. So always don't memorize it. Whenever you are going with any Ansible version, pick up the syntax from the man page itself. That is more than enough, because all you need to do is you need to construct the playbook. The client or project manager, they don't care whether you are constructing from the man page or constructing from your memory, right? So go here and name, what is the service name? HTTPD. And what I want to do, state started, right? If it is stopped, also started, right? If it is you want to stop, means stopped. You want to restart, rebounds means restarted. That is what exactly it's showing here, right? So this is going to be play one, this is going to be play one, and hyphen name, this is going to be play two. So this is play one, this is play two. This is also, we can say this is a task one, this is a task two. So if you say this is the playbook, why? This is play, this is play, multiple plays in one file called playbooks. All right. So save this file, write and quit. So right now we have httpd YAML, I'm curious.yaml. Come down, we can execute this. Can we execute this? Also we will execute this hyphen syntax hyphen check. Of course there won't be any issue, and we can go with hyphen capital C simulation, right? So it will give you some issues when go to the service. Let's see. Okay, so we have mentioned started, right? If some cases you are mentioning restarted, actually the service itself is not there, right? So it will try to restart, it will simulate. So if you get some module error, the reason I'm saying is, while doing simulation, people really panic. Hey, it's throwing error. So if we execute actual scenario also, it will throw error. No, some of the modules, it will be the behavior, default behavior. So you need to understand the error, which module you are getting into. Okay, so now go back. So there is a third playbook also. Exactly, this is what we mentioned, but instead of restarted, I have mentioned as a started. Okay, now we will execute and see what is the issue is coming. Without hyphen C, I'm going to execute it. Before doing this, if you are a beginner, go to each node, run tail F in var log messages, right? So enter it. So press enter. So clear the screen. And in another node, node 2, sudo su and su hyphen Ansible. I'm logging as an Ansible. Sorry, we can log in as a root itself. So here, one client, you do a tail of var log messages. And another node, you can say yum list, say httpd. You can set a watch -n1. If you want, I can even write here itself, edit it so that you will not forget. Come down. This is the way you need to learn. You open a multiple window and do here and there, but at the end of the day, you need to understand what you are doing. So open putty SSH login window 1. In that, you run tail f var log messages, right? Putty login window 1 from Ansible client node 1, right? And the same from node 2, you have you have to run watch -n1, say yum list, say httpd. This will make sure when you run, it will show you it's not installed and it will throw the error. That is the error has to be, you need to see the error, then only if I execute, it will be easy for you to understand. So I'm just going to enter it. So it's showing available only because it's not installed. So let us execute from the Ansible server. It's going. Factors we will see in detail. See here, it's clearly saying actually it started. It is trying to log in and gather the facts, everything. But when try to install, right? When try to install, it's clearly saying you need to be a root to perform this command. You remember in previous class, we have executed, or sorry, we have configured va sudo. We declared Ansible user also sudo privilege. But here, still Ansible is not able to understand. Why? Because you did in the Linux level, but Ansible level, still you haven't mentioned, right? What need to do, right? So go to cat etc ansible.cfg, because you, as I mentioned, you should not memorize anything. Everything is in the help file itself. This is the global configuration file I explained last class itself. Here's some section called privilege underscore escalation, right? Copy this, put it in a notepad and remove the hash. Remove the hash. Remove the hash. Remove the hash. As of now, what we are saying is, we are saying execute as, this is getting executed as an Ansible user. But in order to install something, we are declaring Ansible user also become a root. So that, because we already given the privilege, right? In production or in your project, there could be a different user, functional user, which given the necessary privileges. In that case, you need to align this. And also some of the project they use sudo, or some of the project they use dzdo. So you need to understand what method they are using. But this is the section you need to add your environment related ansible.cfg file. What is our environment related? I'm putting pwd, present working directory. In the dev, you remember we have created ansible.cfg, right? Open this environment related ansible.cfg file, and in this file you have to have this section. That's it. Because in this file will be applicable, as I told, how this file taking effect, Ansible -version, right? It will first look at the current directory. If there is there any ansible.cfg, if it is there, it will refer only that file. So as long as you mention all the configuration in this file, it will take and it will execute as per this file only. It will not go to the global configuration file where etc ansible.cfg. right? So now if you execute again, we will execute, but before execute again, I am going to show you node 1. See here, there is error, right? So automatically the error also got logged here. Again, I'm going to remove the clear out the screen by pressing the enter key, and I'm going the node 2. Still it's not installed. So let us execute again. This time it will be installed and it will be start the service. See here, now go back to the log. See, it is getting installed. See here, node 2 also, it will be installed packages automatically. So it's installed. It is starting the started the service also. Go back to node 2. See, installed packages. See here, the yellow color. That means this also changed, this also changed. This changed means what? The package is installed. This changed means what? Started the service, because the task has been executed. That means changed. That means implemented, right? Go back to this. So there is an explanation. So you need to understand this, because each and every project, there will be a different user functional user ID. There will be a different pseudo method, because these days I heard couple of projects they started using bzdo, right? And come down. So this is how you need to understand and come down. Suppose you are curious to test some playbook which are available in the internet. So you are copying the playbook from the internet and going here and creating some playbook, say test.yaml, right? And going for the insert mode and pasting it. See here, this is the perfect example. The indenting is really wrong. If you save this file, definitely it is not going to work out. So I'm going to clear the screen. Let's see, we are going to save this file. I am going to Ansible -playbook -test.yaml -syntax. Let's see, syntax -check. There is a typo mistake. Check. See here. So there is again typo mistake. Syntax -check. See, there is a huge number of error will come one by one. So what I'm saying is how to avoid this. Test.yaml. First of all, delete everything what you pasted. So now empty. Go to insert mode. Go to insert mode. Before you paste, type colon. Sorry, I'm coming out. First, go again this file, delete it. So I deleted. So type colon set space paste. You type this. Okay. So you need to keep do this if you are pasting something from internet, something huge play book contents, right? So set paste, then say insert mode, then copy this and go here and paste it. See here, are you able to see the difference? So this is a simple way. Okay, so this also one of the things you need to understand very clearly, because you are a beginner which you are trying to explore. At the time you cannot, your brain cannot think more playbooks, right? So but there are a huge number of playbooks available in the internet. You just want to understand and test it. So copy paste, but while doing copy paste, this also one of the point you need to do it, right? So now if you save it and do a syntax check, it will be, but now it will be easy to fix it, because there is no sections, right? So go here, as I showed, hyphen say name testing purpose, testing purpose, and then host. What are the host? This time I want to only test it in node 1, and task I am going to start it. So there will be a little bit, but you need to copy paste like this. So you can go here. There is another VA editor configuration, but this is the easiest way you can put through, or else you can copy paste in this, but you can add this 4 lines in the notepad, then you paste it. Again, while pasting also, you need to go with set space paste. Then you copy paste the relevant playbooks. Stay tuned. We will come up with more hands-on. Thanks for everyone.